So hello, hello. I'll see if anyone comes on. I know we just had daylight savings, which may not be everywhere in the world. I don't know why we still do it in the US, honestly. But yeah, let's see who comes in. Oh, hey, Brenda Bell. Hey, Yolanda. Oh, y'all here. How are you? Hi, Diane from Maryland. Hey, y'all are on today. How are you guys doing? I feel like so much has happened in the past week. Hey, Desandra. Hey, from Texas. I'm originally from Texas, so hey, girl. Hey, Vaughn. She says, hey, Michelle. Hi. Oh, Melissa from France. Hey. Brenda Bell says, I just got back from Florida. I'm engaged. Come to my wedding, please. Oh, my God. Congratulations. When is the wedding? Let me know, girl. Oh, my goodness. How long have you guys been together? Hey, Sherelle. She says, hey. Oh, you're from Texas too. Okay, look at all these Texas girls in the house. Jasmine says, good afternoon from Chicago. Hey, y'all. I love how many people are here all over the world. We got France, we got Texas, Cali, all over the place. And yeah, congratulations again, Brenda Bell. Faith also says congratulations. Just want to ask you guys, how has everything been going? If you guys been doing the protective style challenge with me, I actually just took my hair down from the protective style in the last video, which was like that roll up style, which I absolutely love, love, love. But I was about to wash my hair and I was like, oh, let me just go live. So I took down my hair. So my hair is a little bit stretched from that style, but it needs to be washed. It needs to be washed. So I'm gonna obviously film that for you guys for this week video. Dee just said your hair is gorgeous. Thank you, thank you. Yakuba says hello from Nigeria. Thank you. Hey, from Nigeria. I love it. I love that you guys are all over the world and coming in, bringing us all together. So let me know, you guys. Did you guys get a chance to check out the video that I did for this week's Tip Tuesday, where I talked about scalp scrubs? Now, have you guys ever heard of scalp scrubs before? If you don't know what I'm talking about, in the last video I made a DIY scalp scrub with it was just three ingredients. It was sugar, honey, and my Ayurvedic hair oil. Now I added, of course, a little bit of extra scents to it. So I added not scents. I added some essential oils, which was the tea tree and peppermint oil, which gave my hair a nice, like, invigorating, like, cleanse, removed any like buildup from my scalp and everything. So yeah, have you guys ever tried a scalp scrub? Do you guys know why you would use one? Have you used one in the past? All right, let's see who else is in the chat. Oh, Brenda Bell said, November 6th, 2020. Okay, sis. Well, let me know, okay? Anna says, hello from Scotland. Hey, how are you? That's awesome, from Scotland. That's awesome. She said, thank you, Faith. Send me your emails in Florida. Okay. Let's see, let's see. Sophia says, hi, Michelle and everyone. Hey, Sophia, how are you, dear? Faith says, I love the volume of your hair. It's gorgeous. Thank you. That's from the style. And then, like, when I untwisted, because, it was like rolled up in the back. I don't know if you saw the my last video. So I just like took it out and I just like put it into real big twist real quick. And this is it. This is the bigness. Okay, let's see here. This face says, okay, no. Yakuba says, yes, I check it. Okay, awesome. Thanks for watching the video. Z Baby says, morning from Cali. Good morning, my dear. How are you, Z Baby? Let's see. Oh, sorry. Hold up, you guys. People calling me on live. Okay. So let's see. Yolanda says, yes, I tried it with brown sugar a month ago and I hated it. So I'll definitely try your recipe to see if I like it again. Okay, yeah, definitely let me know. Did you just focus it on your scalp? Why did you hate it? Did you feel like it was too drying for your hair? I know that, because brown sugar has like larger granules. I feel like the brown sugar one that I read online and the sea salt one had the larger granules, and a lot of people with natural hair really didn't like it, which is why I tried the sugar scrub, and I did use regular white sugar because the granules are so much smaller, and so you don't get that like rough exfoliating like finish, and also the sugar actually kind of like dissolved in my hair. So I wet my hair, and then when I was like using the sugar to scrub my scalp, it dissolved. And I think the addition of the honey with the oils actually just added a more of like a humectant, like pre-poo type effect. So I didn't rub it down the length of my hair. I only focused it on my scalp. And then when I rinsed it out, my hair felt so amazing, which is in that video. So if you guys missed that video, I highly recommend you watch this after we finish the live, of course. Let's see here. Z Baby said, I've heard of skin scrubs, but not a scalp scrub. Okay, I need to use one. I never tried it. Cheryl says, yes, I have. It really helped lift buildup. Yeah, so I'm not saying you have to do it all the time. It's something I've seen like stylists talk about more frequently. I've used one in the past. I think it's great if you have like a lot of buildup, you have scalp issues, um, any of that, any things that are like currently like causing you issues with your scalp. It's a great way to give your scalp a nice refresh. But again, if you saw the video, I also talk about how a lot of the scrubs contain sea salt, and I find that to be too harsh for your skin. I think if you're like me, you have sensitive skin, like I have sensitive facial skin. I don't do a lot of those like rough scrubs on my face. The same, I wouldn't do it for my hair. So yeah. I do notice, and I did say in the video too, that a lot of the scrubs also have um, some of the acids, some AHAs, and something else in there. Basically, that helps to slough off the buildup using chemicals. Um, but that's totally fine. Like that's totally fine to use. A lot of people use that for the skin. It's supposed to be much safer than like an abrasive scrub. So I was just curious what your guys' thoughts were on it. If you have, like I see Cheryl said, yes, she had a lot of buildup. It definitely helps to remove and lift that. So that is the purpose of it. Kenny says, yes, some people I know are doing it. I wish I could, but I have extensions, so I'm saving the video for later. Okay, cool, cool. I totally understand. I totally got you. Yeah, Kubu says, I use salt scrub. Sugar is tempting. Yeah, try the sugar. See how you like it. I definitely think there's two very different experiences. And again, the sugar is way less abrasive. Z Baby says that sounds too abrasive for my skin, i.e., my scalp as well. And I look, and I understand. So if you feel like it's too abrasive, don't do it. They do have shampoos that are formulated with, again, a like a chemical scalp scrub. It's like why can't I think of the name of it? But it basically they use like acids in it to help remove the dead skin and all that. So it's perfectly fine. And if your hair doesn't have a lot of buildup on it, you're not suffering with dandruff, you're not whatever, you don't even really have to. I personally don't believe you have to use it. But I also think that because I use a lot of Ayurvedic herbal treatments that touch my scalp, a lot of the Ayurvedic treatments have little tiny like granules from the herbs. They do help to exfoliate your scalp whenever you do a treatment. So, it's like give and take a little, I think. Like some people might use a more direct route, like a salt scrub, and some people might use herbal treatments to detox your hair. So, okay, let me see. Oh, Z Baby said, loving your fluffy twist out. Super cute. Thank you. Thank you. I was saying that this is like the result from the hairstyle that I did for Tip Tuesday. So it was a week ago. So I literally just took out my hair before I came on because I'm about to wash it and style it for you guys for this week's Tip Tuesday. Yolanda says, yes, I focused on my scalp. Probably it was the larger granules, and maybe it was an equal ratio between the oil and sugar, and I was following someone else's recipe. Yeah, I would definitely try it. Try the new one, try it with regular sugar and see how you like it. Sharon says, good afternoon, everyone. Michelle, loved your advertisement photo. That alone, I'm sure, will sell a lot of products. Oh, thank you. So if you guys don't know, last week, actually a few weeks ago, I had a wholesale, I think I talked about it here. I had a wholesale order with a vendor in New York. I mean, not with a vendor, with a hair salon in New York. Her name is Valerie's Signature Salon. And so she now is using my products in the salon and also retailing them. So if you're in New York City, I highly recommend you go to her salon, check it out. She had this beautiful flyer made with me and my using my products and all of that. So if you guys are on Instagram, you can definitely see the flyer on Instagram. I'm actually going to send out an email with you guys, an email blast letting you guys know that you can also pick up my products in your city. So if you live there, you can definitely stop by. Let's see here. Yolanda says, last love, we talked a little about pumpkin seed oil, which oil is good for hair, the unrefined or refined. So I always prefer unrefined oils for the most part. The refining process usually is when they heat up the oils to remove, sometimes to remove some impurities, but not always. When you refine it, you can remove like also some of the good benefits of it. A lot of times the refined oil is heated to a certain temperature and you lose some of those vitamins and nutrients that you want in an unrefined oil. So that's what I prefer. That's what I use in most of my products. My shea butters are always unrefined. I want that raw, natural goodness. So yeah. Linda just said, I just got notified about the live stream. Well, Linda, you're only a few minutes late, so don't worry. Just hop in. I'm glad you're here. I started like at 1:30, like 1:33 or something. So you're right on time, sis. You're right on time. Yakuba says, I scrubbed but my hair started itching again after same day. Did you shampoo your hair after you did the scalp scrub? I'm just curious. Because from what I read online, you're supposed to, and I did in the video too. Do you notice that you have just a lot of buildup in general? Like, do you use a lot of oils and stuff on your scalp in general? Kenny says, "Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's what that crazy girl meant when she came to the chat a few months ago talking about peel your scalp. She was talking about the ones with the stronger acids or whatever. Yeah, that's what she was talking about." uh, can you also use Ayurvedic powders with the scalp scrubs? You know what? I'm sure you can. Again, I've actually never used them in combination. This was my first time doing like a DIY scalp scrub. The last scalp scrub I did was I used was a store-bought one. So I'm really just starting to experiment with the whole scalp scrub issue. And really, I'm doing it because, you guys know I have like eczema. And so it shows up as like dry scalp in my hair. So I want to make sure that I'm removing that. But again, I was saying earlier that a lot of the Ayurvedic powders have a little bit of like grit to it. So I use that whenever I do a treatment. I always massage my scalp. And so that it does help to lift up some of that oil and build up. So I think like it doesn't always have to be, again, I was saying it doesn't necessarily have to be a traditional scalp scrub. I think there are other ways to remove dirt, grit, and grime from your hair. Okay. Okay. Kenny says she had me so mad I couldn't focus on what she meant. Yeah, no, let's see. So put the scalp scrubs that contain the acids in it, they're not going to pill your scalp. Like, you know how like sometimes you use those um skin scrubs for your face and they like give you like almost like a chemical peel type of feel. It doesn't necessarily do that to your scalp. It like helps it to slough off while you're shampooing or while you're using the treatment, and then you rinse it off and it removes it. So it's not like a day later you're going to be like peeling your scalp off. Like, no, that's not what happens when you use a scalp scrub. um I don't know everything she was talking about, but yeah, I think that was a general idea she was trying to say, but it was just coming off very odd. Oh, that's my mom. She says, "Hi, Michelle. Good to see you live. Wow, your hair is really looking good and healthy, growing well." Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you. I said it's a little bit stretched out I literally just took down my style. So it's just a little bit more stretched out. It's really dirty right now. I need to like go ahead and wash my hair. So thank you, though. Yolanda says, and during this protective style challenge, how many times do you moisturize your hair each week? So I will re-moisturize my hair usually once, maybe twice during the week, depending on how the weather is. The weather just dropped this week for us in Philly. It was like 30 something degrees every morning. So I noticed my hair felt a little bit drier. So I used my leave-in. I want to say I refreshed my hair twice this week. Prior to that, I had only been refreshing my hair once during the week. And if you guys know, I'm not taking down the style to refresh. I'm literally just using my leave-in spray bottle, and I'm just spraying my hair till it gets not soaked, but till it feels a little bit damp, like the product is on it. And then I just like wrap it up and go to bed for the night, take it out in the morning, and that's it. Okay. Xavier says, "Oh, that black seed in teas always leaves tiny granules. That's for sure exfoliates." Exactly. Yes, yes. Oh, my mom gave me a. Kenny says, "Oh, wait, in New York City. Where is she? Please say it again." Okay, I'll put it in the chat for you guys. Her address, everything, so you guys can stop by her salon. Okay, give me 1 second. She is contact us. Okay. It's Valerie Signature Salon. Okay. And where is her address? Give me 1 second, you guys. Sorry. Okay, it's on Malcolm X Boulevard. I'll put it here. 163 Malcolm X Boulevard, New York, New York. 10026. Okay, so that is the salon. And again, she's a natural hair specialist, so she does all natural hair there, has amazing products, scarves, all this other stuff you can purchase there as well. So you can get your hair done and you can also buy products there. Let's see here. Oh, Dee Slayton says, what is the link to order your products? So everything is NowIamNappy.com. I will put my website in the chat for you. A Vernon's Junk Closet. She says, "Good day, Queen. How are you?" I'm doing well, you guys. I have like some news for you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys about it in a second, though. Let me finish answering some of these questions here. So Sophia says, Michelle, have you ever silk pressed your hair? You would look lovely. I would like to see how long your hair is. So the last time I silk pressed my hair was probably like 12 or 13 years ago. I have not done so because the last time I had severe heat damage. And so I pretty much have stayed away from that. I think for me, like, because I was relaxed for 20 something years of my life, once I started wearing my hair natural, I really didn't have the desire to silk press my hair. And I mean, it comes and goes because like part of me feels like, ooh, I would love to see the length, like actually the length of it, but also part of me is just like, eh. But you know, I don't know. We'll see one day. Maybe one day I will. Yakuba says AHAs and BHAs. Yes, thank you, Yakuba. How do you take care of your hair with dandruff? Um, so I would tell you a few things. If you have dandruff, I would definitely go to your dermatologist first and foremost, and make sure that there is no underlying like bacterial infections or yeast or something that's causing, because your dandruff can be an internal issue festering in externally. Also, it's fed on a lot of things. So like yeast and bacteria that lives on our scalp naturally um, feeds the dandruff and causes it to exacerbate. But I can tell you that using Ayurvedic treatments, some of my favorite are is neem and tulsi. They actually contain antibacterial, antifungal, antimicrobial properties. You would have to use consistent treatments with that, and I would use it as a mask and not as an oil. If you have dandruff, adding additional oils can actually further exacerbate the issue. I would also use a scalp scrub. I would definitely recommend a scalp scrub as well. And I'm jumping to this real quick because I want to address something Z Baby just said. Dr. Dre, a dermatologist YouTuber, says that chemical exfoliants are more gentle than salt and sugar scrubs. And she's definitely right. Because the problem when it comes to salt and sugar scrubs, just in general, scrubs in general, is that how aggressively you massage your scalp, right? Can cause damage to the surface of your scalp. But again, I personally think that the sugar is, of course, I would say chemical is probably the least, damaging. But then sugar, I would say, and regular sugar, not brown sugar. I think the granules are brown, and brown sugar and sea salt are a bit large and a bit more abrasive when it comes to that. But yeah, I would recommend, and I agree. That's why I say, I think I said it in the video, like definitely those scrubs. A lot of those scrubs, though, I found came with salt in it, and so because of that, I recommended not doing that. I feel like if you're going to do a chemical exfoliant, then just do a chemical exfoliant. But what's the point of doing a chemical exfoliant and adding sea salt to it? And I feel like a lot of these companies are just trying to jump on the trend right now of scalp scrubs. And so I feel like if you're going to do that, then you might as well DIY and use a sugar scrub anyways. So sorry, I know there was a lot of information, but yeah. So Yakuba, I would definitely, again, first go see your dermatologist. Highly recommend that. I would use I would definitely use your neem. I would use your tulsi. I would use eucalyptus, tea tree oil infused into your shampoo. Like add a few drops to your shampoo and use them regularly. And I would still deep condition. I would still moisturize my hair afterwards. But I would really be careful about what I put onto my scalp afterwards because again, if you don't know what's causing it, you adding oil to your scalp can only sometimes feed the dandruff. So um, that's what I would do if I was suffering from like dandruff. Yolanda says, and last week I continued from where I left off in the challenge, so I was due for a henna treatment. However, I added too much coconut milk to the henna gloss bar, so it became liquidy. Would I still get the same benefits, or did I dilute it too much? Because I was really upset. You did. I'm sure you didn't dilute it too much. It's okay. You can add. You can still get all of the benefits from it. Just make sure you maybe leave it on your hair for a little bit longer. If you're looking for that like dye release, you just need a little bit probably longer time for it to like bind to your hair, but it should be fine. I've added plenty of things to it before. um, Yakuba says, yes, I use a lot of oils and teas. Yeah, I would, if I had dandruff, I would stop with the oils for now until I could figure out what was going on. You can use teas on your scalp, and I would actually probably make the scalp tea that I made this week or the scalp tea that I made in week 1 of the challenge because it contains neem and this week contains tulsi. And both of those contain all of those properties. But I would definitely stop with the oils because they can feed your dandruff. Depends on what kind of dandruff, or what type of bacteria or whatever is causing that. So yeah, I would definitely figure that out. Let's see. Amla is an exfoliant. You can definitely use it. I think the granules in amla are large enough to exfoliate your scalp. D. Slayton said, I want to order from your website. I'm in Georgia. Okay, I dropped the website for you, D. Slayton. Know of any good natural hair salons in Chicago? I don't. I'm sorry. I really, really don't. That could be a question I can ask on my stories for natural hair salons in certain cities if you guys are wanting to know and see if any of my, followers or have any idea about it. Okay. Z Babe says, are you pregnant? No, I am not pregnant. Do not spread these rumors out here. um, let's see here. Let me see. Please don't do that. The tension roller method is much better. You can do that yourself. I'm not sure what happened. Michelle, could you do what trichologist does? Tell what hair is like, the type of hair you have, and so forth. Oh, Michelle, could you do what trichologist does? Tell what your hair is like, the type of hair you have, and so forth. What do you mean? Like, could I do a video about it, or could I tell someone else? Like, what do you mean about that, Sophia? Hey Deidre, let me plug in my camera because I just saw my battery was flashing. Oh, Kenny says, hey, do a reverse blowout. Yeah, actually, I wanted to contact Revere to see if they could give me one of their dryers because I would love to try stretching my hair that way. Give me a second. Let's see. Oh, Z Baby says, Michelle, what's your good news? Y'all, okay, give me 1 second. Let me change my battery. Just it's gonna go black, but I'm still here. Okay, let's see. Did it come back on? Does my screen not like me anymore? Can you guys hear me still? Uh, let me see. I don't know why my camera did not turn. Let me just. If it gets cut off, y'all, I will come back on, okay? Give me 1 second. Why did my screen not go away? I just like replaced the battery, but then my screen just like went off. Hmm. Let me try one more thing. Hmm. Oh, you just have to be so annoying, camera, don't you? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna stop the stream and then I'm going to come back on, okay? Sorry.